Hi, Santa Barbara and Montecito. My name is Daniel Zia. I'm the founder and CEO of Zia Group here with eXp Realty in Montecito and Santa Barbara, California. And I'm here as your real estate economist of choice to give you this month's real estate market and economic update. So this is for the month of June, and it goes over the statistics of May, but I'm also going to add in here some of the things that's been happening the first couple weeks of June, just all packaged together in a June market update. I'm going to go over three main things for you. I'm going to go over the South Santa Barbara County single family home market. I'm going to break it down to the South Santa Barbara County condo market, and I'm also going to go into specifically the luxury market of Montecito and Hope Ranch and talk to you about what the luxury market is doing. So without further ado, let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen here. And so if you're not already on our website, we actually put these market updates out every month. And then in between those monthly real estate market updates, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, I'll also be doing, or I have been doing weekly real estate market updates, and it's kind of fun. My 10-year-old son, Jaden, and my 7-year-old daughter, Eden, often join in for those real estate market updates. So they're fun, they're interactive, they're engaging. So if you want to join us for those, you can just search Daniel Zia or Zia Group on Facebook, or you can find us on Instagram at Zia Group, or Zia__clan is my personal Instagram, and we'll also share the market updates there. So here we are. You can find this on our website. If you go to Learn and Housing Reports, and then by month, you can actually see this month's report, all the data and statistics here that I'm going to go over with you. And then you can also even go through past months if you want to see market trends and some other aspects of the update. So jumping in here, we're going to start with the single family home market of South Santa Barbara County. First, on new listings, what you're going to see is we have had some new listings come on the market this year at a greater percentage. These are year-over-year statistics. So this is compared to last year, 2020. To put it in context, it's May over May. Last May, we were a couple months into COVID. By then, people started realizing the sky wasn't necessarily falling with the real estate market, but it wasn't quite the big boom that we saw in later June and July. We're going to start seeing some really interesting year-over-year comparison here in the next month or two when we do those market updates. So tune in there. So we have had a 9% increase on new listings. Now, this is interesting, right? You've only had 9% more homes come on the market, but when you look at the number of homes that have sold in May compared to the previous May, you had a 150% increase. That is really dramatic. So we are continuing to see phenomenal sales activity. Now, one of the things that I want to comment on is it's really interesting. Almost every week this year, compared to last year, we've seen more sales activity in 2021 than in 2020. Now, the interesting thing is the last 3 weeks in a row, we have actually seen lower sales activity. 2 of those 3 weeks are about 15% lower, 15% lower, and one of those weeks about 5% lower sales activity than last year during those weeks. So we don't know if that's a short-term blip on the screen, or if that's the beginning of a more sustained long-term trend where the insane real estate market that we've been into is softening just a touch. So again, if you want to be tuned in week by week, please do follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and you can get the week by week play versus just these monthly updates. As far as the number of homes for sale, we have seen a 42% decrease this year compared to last year. There's about 274 homes for sale right now. So there's less homes for buyers to choose from, and we still have more buyers in the market, definitely, than a year ago at this time. Now, as you can see here, the average sales price has had a massive increase, right? A 75% increase for the price of a single family home this year compared to last year. So we have a whopping $3.8 million average sales price. And again, this is for single family homes. When you factor in the condos that have a lower average sales price, you actually net out, it's about $2.5 million. I'll show you some of those stats here in a minute. As far as if you're wondering how long it's taking to sell a home, it's just about 38 days. That's a 27% decrease. Really, any market up or down, Zia Group with our proprietary marketing plans and the way that we do business, we generally are able to sell homes about twice as fast as the market average. So most of our listings are still selling, with our 1 week marketing blitz, and then we usually have multiple offers, and we're doing counter offers or whatever strategy the seller is subscribing to at our recommendation, and then we're moving into escrow. So we have a much shorter days on market than that. Months of inventory, this is also known as the absorption rate. If you're any kind of economist or just wanting to track what the market's doing, the absorption rate is the single most important metric to factor in. If you're working with an agent that doesn't know what an absorption rate is or months of inventory, you've got an issue there, and you want to discuss that with your agent. So, but essentially, we're at 1.2 months of inventory. That is a 72% decrease compared to last year. Months of inventory or absorption rate is just at the pace that homes are selling every week and every month. If no new homes came on the market, how long would it take for those 274 homes to sell, and there'd be no new inventory to sell any buyers? So a lower absorption rate means it's a much stronger seller's market and much more likely to see appreciation. A higher months of inventory is a buyer's market, and a level market tends to be around four to 5.5 months of inventory in our area, and that's pretty common nationwide. So the fact that we're at 1.2 months of inventory is still almost a historic low for our area, which bodes well for the market staying strong, even though, again, we've had a few weeks of lower sales activity compared to last year. So that's it for single family home. Let's move on to the condos in South Santa Barbara County. You can see they also had a decrease in the number of new listings. It went down about 8%. But the sold listings went up 175%. So the condos have seen a great May and lots of great condo activity. Now the condos for sale is also down, nearly 50% compared to last year. So if you're a condo buyer, you probably have been frustrated with the selection to choose from. And at this point, we're not seeing that that's going to be changing anytime soon. The condos that are coming on the market are still flying off the shelf. I mean, this week alone, I think our realtor partners have sold 3 condos this week alone, and 1 or maybe even 2 of those sold off market. So sometimes they're selling even before they come on the market. As far as the average sales price, if you want to buy a condo in South Santa Barbara County, you're going to pay just a little bit above $1 million for a condo, which is pretty wild to think about considering where those prices were a number of years ago. And the average days on market is 10 days. So ladies and gentlemen, it takes about a week and a half to sell a condo listing here in the market. And just a quick comment on that, even inexperienced agents or agents that don't do a lot of marketing are still seeing decent success selling listings right now because the market is such a seller's market. Now, I want to let you know that doesn't mean that if you hire an inexperienced agent or an agent that doesn't do a lot of marketing, that you're going to get the same sales price and the same results. You absolutely will not. It's proven. So for example, Zia Group, over years, we net our clients about 5% more than the average agent in the Santa Barbara area. So just because other agents are seeing decent results because the market's so strong does not mean that you're not leaving tens of thousands of dollars, or in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars with doing the full marketing treatment with an excellent team like Zia Group. Inventory is, again, the same metric as the single family home market. We have about 1.2 months of inventory there. Now, let's switch over and talk about the luxury market of Montecito and Hope Ranch. If you have been tuning in to our real estate market updates, you know that a lot of the activity and a lot of the increase in the median price and the average price is being fueled by luxury buyers and luxury sellers taking advantage of the luxury buyers and what they're willing to pay right now, because there's such an influx of luxury buyers that have been relocating from LA to from the Bay Area, from New York. They're making quality of life decisions, and they really want to be in Montecito and Hope Ranch, both. So in May, there were 37 new listings, which is a 23% decrease compared to last year, but a 227% increase in the number of sold listings. That is an insane increase. Now, the homes for sale, you also have fewer options. So you got only 88 homes for sale in Montecito and Hope Ranch, and that's a 55% decrease compared to last year. So what that means is if you were home shopping for a luxury home in Hope Ranch and Montecito last May, you would have had twice the amount of homes to see, twice the selection. So if you put that into economic terms, when you have half the inventory or selection available and you have what sure feels like twice as many buyers out there shopping, that's what's driving this massive sales price increase. That's why if you're shopping in Hope Ranch and Montecito, you're going to pay $7 million as an average price for a home, and that's a 45% increase over last year. So these are just historically unprecedented median and average price increases compared to anything we've seen historically in the last 30 years in the Santa Barbara and Montecito market. Now, it does take a little bit longer to sell a luxury home than a standard home in town, but we're still only talking about 54 days as an average days on market time. To give you guys context, the average time to sell a luxury home in Montecito or Hope Ranch, if you go back a few years ago, was about 6 months. So the fact that it's less than 2 months today is just mind-boggling, and it's a 46% decrease compared to last year alone. So again, the market's really, really hot. I'm going to share just a couple of quick charts that are not on our website. We're happy to email these over to you if you want to reach out to us. Just go ahead and send an email to daniel@ziagroup.com or team@ziagroup.com, and we'll send these over to you. This is put out by Chicago Title and Fidelity Title. This is just a different way to see a lot of these same statistics. So a couple of things that are interesting here. There are 39% cash offers right now. So that's incredible. So if you are a cash buyer and you're competing, I hate to break it to you, but you're not really getting any special treatment. You're just kind of one of the pack right now. And if you're not a cash buyer, just be prepared. There are a tremendous 4 out of every 10 buyers right now are cash. So if you want to be a cash buyer and you don't have the cash, reach out to us. We have an exclusive cash offer program where essentially you can write a cash offer without having the cash and close in as little as 8 days with our proprietary program. So reach out. We're happy to tell you more details so you can be more competitive in this very competitive seller's market. This, again, just is a quick, easy snapshot when you're comparing condominiums to single-family homes. And you can see there in pretty much every category, you're seeing an increase. The increase in total number of sales, the increase in the average sales price, and increase in the median sales price. And some of these numbers are just monster, right? The median sales price for a single-family home has gone up 95%. Last year, the median sales price was $1,169,000. This year, $2,280,000, just absolutely monster. Here's your average sales price. That's gone up 67%, 2.1 million last year, 3.5 million this year. And then you can just see here, I mean, you're almost triple the number of sales as far as single family homes this year compared to last year. There's one other great chart. Let me go ahead and bring that up here. So this is your 30-year price trend. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me zoom in just a touch. That might be a little easier for you. So this is going back 30 years. So your 1990 to 2021 month to date here. And you can just see what prices have done. So generally speaking, you know, from 1990 to 1996, you know, to the peak of 2006, 2007, most everything tripled in value. Then you started to see a decline in the market. Again, it was really 2006 for the Santa Barbara market, 2007 for the Montecito market, and it went down. And these stats are a little bit hard to determine. My feeling is the very bottom of the market was the very end of 2011. So right about right here. You saw a few years of rapid appreciation and then some kind of leveling off. Hey, what's the market doing? Have we reached the peak? But we hadn't yet surpassed the peak prices. So we thought we had some more room to go. And here we go, 2019, and then 2020, and then where we are here. So if you look at this pricing graph right here, it's nearly identical and even a little steeper to this period of time right here. So my belief is that we still have a little bit longer in this appreciation cycle, but frankly, with how much prices have appreciated in the last 12 months, we are in absolutely historically unprecedented times. So We'll see what happens. Again, we are literally tracking the market week by week. I've got like a, I don't know, like a 10 tab Google sheet with week by week and month by month comparisons of almost every aspect of the market that we kind of do in a proprietary way. And that's the data that fuels these weekly and monthly market updates. So if you want to have a very high level confidential consultation where you share your goals with me or one of my realtor partners, and we tell you more what the market's doing and maybe where it's best to position the market either as a buyer or a seller, please do reach out. We'd be honored to have that conversation, and discretion is very important to us. So thank you for tuning in for the June real estate market update. We'll keep you updated as we go along. And again, if you want to be updated week by week, please do follow us on Instagram or Facebook. Thanks so much.